You know, you can always find truth in what is not getting covered by the media. I just got to ask you, don't you think it's odd that gold went up 30% since the end of December and has gone on a tear over the last year, and you barely hear a mention of it in the media? And silver is even going up faster. I thought it was really strange yesterday that Jerome Powell didn't get a question about gold until the very end. And the Fed chairman took a question, and they asked him if he was concerned about gold going up so quickly. They didn't mention silver, which is now well over 100. It's up to near 120 last I saw. But the question came up, and Jerome Powell said something that either shows willful ignorance or shows that he is hiding something. Greenspan used to say that he could tell how he was doing based on the price of gold. Right now, it would indicate that with the dollar hitting 4-year lows and gold going up to all-time highs and just going on a tear, that something could be told economically about that. And my experience has been that when you look at the metals, especially gold, it's like putting your finger on the pulse of the dollar. And in the last 2 or 3 years, I've made a considerable amount of money on gold and silver, and I can tell you that I'm not like feeling great about that, just because I know that $10,000 gold or $1,000 silver indicates that the dollar is going to lose value. And since we went off of the gold standard back in the early 70s, the currency became what we call fiat currency, which means that it's not put up against any standard. And we have had a very, very good run with the whole world wanting to buy our treasuries and prop up our dollar price. Lately, that hasn't been occurring. We've actually had to go back to quantitative easing, and which is basically printing money from thin air in order to buy our treasuries, because other countries are not wanting to buy them. And an indication of that is that we've had 6 rate cuts, and the 10-year is still hovering around 4.25, which is higher than it was when they started the rate cuts. Now, I'm just a schmo that's talking to you on YouTube and TikTok, and so you probably should do your own research on this, but I'm telling you that this doesn't bode well for the dollar. The interest rates should be coming down, the treasuries should be coming down, but since nobody wants to buy them, they're going up. The gold price is likely going to go up, and the silver prices are going to continue to go up. And the fact that the media doesn't cover that, and then they look at AI, they look at other directions, is an indication of something to me. That's always a red flag. because in 2008, the last people, uh, the last uh, the last people to come to understand the crisis that we were in were the media. There was a few people that mentioned it. Peter Schiff was one of them, and he hit it spot on when everybody else was getting it wrong. Well, I'd been following him for several years now, and he was a little bit quick to say that gold was going to go up and silver was going to go up. But I think with the way that the markets operate with fiat currency, it's taken a while, but I think at this point we're seeing a big break, and it's his prophecy of it is starting to come true. I say prophecy, I mean prediction of the demise of the dollar. Now, myself, I hope that the dollar doesn't crash any lower than it is right now. I hope that other countries still support the dollar and we can keep it as a standard across the world. But I don't think that, in my heart of hearts, that is going to occur. Right now, there's still a lot of really good buys on the mining stocks, the junior miners. They've gone up, but not to the level that gold and silver has. They're going to be, in order to get to where they should be, they should probably go up about 40 or 50% more than where they are. And many of the junior miners are not that much above where they were when gold was, still 16 or 1800 an ounce. And just in summary, though, the gold market is going crazy right now, which for people that are in gold, maybe the retail investors aren't there yet, and I believe that a lot of the different countries have piled up on gold, including China and Russia, India. They've piled up on gold, knowing of the dollar's demise. But I think once retail investors here start to climb in, then it's likely to go up much faster and much higher. But I'm, like I say, don't take my advice on it. I'm not a financial advisor of any kind, so you just have to do your own research. But I will tell you that Jerome Powell, I believe, is lying to everybody. I think he's going to be very happy to get out of this mess. And I think at this point, because of where the dollar is and where inflation had gone in the past and where it may go, that many young people that don't have brokerage accounts, that don't have money to buy gold, who have maybe put money in Bitcoin, which I think is a very bad move. I think that they don't have much of a chance of digging out where they are unless they get extremely high-paying jobs. I know that a lot of younger people are having trouble, including my sons, are having trouble paying rent because it's gotten so high. A lot of people are living together in apartments or renting rooms. Many families have older children, like I have, living at home, just because it's very hard for them to get a foot up. And I realize that what you see um, through the Trump administration is something a little different than what I'm telling you. Um, I think that they, like myself, know that if people mentally believe something is occurring, then that kind of holds the markets up. But once people start to lose confidence, like I think they are in treasuries right now, that's when I believe they pile into something that has intrinsic value, and gold has always had intrinsic value, and silver, actually silver is required for so many things in the economy, and should probably become very scarce if people, if retail investors pile in and start buying up coins. I would actually refer you over to Peter Schiff just to give yourself a listen. You got to understand, in the financial sector of YouTube and TikTok, that there's a lot of clickbait, and I don't want to be the clickbait. I want to give you some sound reasoning going forward to prepare you for what might be a very difficult few years when it comes to the dollar devaluing against other world currencies. I hope that doesn't happen, but the big indicator, and like I say, it's like putting your finger up on the pulse of the currency. It's gold, and it's silver, and it's the price of the metals, and possibly somewhat platinum and other precious metals. But that's about all I've got for you on this. I hope that's helpful. I'm not boasting about being in a good place with my investments here, because the fact that they are going up precipitously right now is a bad indication for things overall. If it were something else, like stocks, or if it was AI or Apple or something like that, then it would be different. But the metals are something that have been the foundation for financial systems throughout all history, and where they trade and how fast they go up or how fast they go down are incredible indicators of exactly where we are.